Hello, puddings. Shall we do a little makeup? Right then, I'm actually going to use this mineral foundation stick as a kind of primer on my eyes. I'm just adding a bit of colour so it's not translucent and hoping the eyeshadow will stick to it. I'm going to use the Essentials 2 palette from Violet Voss. It's got this nice little aqua green. So I'm starting with that on my inner corners and just popping it on there with my finger. Now there's a sort of mid-brown shade. I think it might be called clay or something like that. And I'm just laying some of that down over where my eye socket is. Yeah. Then I've got the darker one. And I think it might be called hot chocolate or something. Yeah, and I'm just putting that in the very outer corner for a bit of shaping and definition. I got my little mirror to do that, because as soon as we start in with the darker colours that can make more of a mess, I like to be a bit more precise. Right, under eye, I've got one of those famous gel pencils that I've been using a lot. That say Davis on them and are from Amazon, and seem to have various brands. So I've got the navy one, and I've just used that on my under eye. Now I think that I'm going to go in with, oh yeah, that lovely brush that I've got from Makeup Forever, and I'm going in with that same aqua shade that I've got on my lid, but because it's going over the navy, it's going to look slightly darker. It's going over the navy pencil. Then I'm using that matte turquoise, and again, it's not going to appear matte turquoise because it's going over the navy. It's just giving that nice sort of turquoisey blue shade over the navy. Yep, so all going well. Yeah, checking, having a little scratch in my nose. And now, ooh, I'm feeling adventurous. I'm going to go in with a felt tip liner. Ooh, straight in with a massive mistake and all. Right, I just whipped that end bit off there. Wet your cotton bud, twirl it round on the bit you want to remove, and it comes off really quickly. Now, when I'm using these liner pens, I don't sweep. I'm basically dotting, as you can see here, so that I can get the tiniest amount that you can imagine. Had a little hair on my eyelashes there. Yeah, so I'm just dotting it along and filling in. Because on my wrinkly skin, if I try and do a sweep line, it just drags my skin and it never comes out right. So I've learned that I can do very gentle dotting and colouring in almost, and I can get away with it. Now I am staying completely away, sorry, bit of a cough there, completely away from my inner eye and my waterline, because I know from experience that if I get these sort of felt tip liners in that inner eye, in that waterline, my eyes water like crazy. Now, mascara, I've used Maybelline Colossal. It's one of my favourite ones. I think this is the smoky eye one. And of course, ladies and gems and ladies and thems, start on your lower lashes. And that's so that you can get your lower lashes done, and then you can not worry about your upper lashes bumping into your hooded eyes like I have, whilst you do your lower lashes. So do your lower lashes first, and you avoid that problem. I'm never too worried about little blobs, because especially with this particular mascara, it just brushes off really easily with a plain spoolie. So I'm fine with that. So again, I'm taking plenty of time, not trying to do put heaps on. I'm just going over and over and taking my time on my lashes, because hey, take your time and you get the results, don't you? But as you're watching this, you'll notice this little eye mirror that I've got. Honest to goodness, I couldn't live without it. It's, I think, about 10 times magnified, really lightweight, and you'll notice it's got some suckers on the back, so you can stick it onto another mirror and lean in, so you got hands free. Right, eyebrows, bippy-doo. Now I'm using a telescopic eyebrow pencil, and I think it says it's from Music Flower or something like that. And basically what I'm doing is I'm brushing it over, not to actually colour in, but to put some of that khaki shade over my salt and pepper eyebrows, because I've got decent eyebrows, they're just a bit salt and pepper, so to make them a more similar colour, I just brush it over. It's got like a skinny bit at the other end, and so you can define the edges and everything. Right, I like to do this, just going to go over and top up anywhere where I think, yeah, I need a little bit more eyeshadow there for it to look nice. And then I've got myself the lightest shade in that palette, and I'm going right under my brow, and what this does is like sort of define my brow and yeah, just emphasize that eyebrow bone. Nice and easy. Now then, I noticed that I did have some grunty bits, and I've just used that blank spoolie to just brush over it, and it just comes straight off. Now then, under eye is going to be next, and I'm using Shuffle cushion, which again it just says moisture cushion, and I got it from Amazon, and I got the lightest one. And when it goes on, you think, oh, that looks way too light, but actually it's one of those that kind of slightly oxidizes once you put it on, and it looks fine. And you'll also notice Daisy uses her fingers most of the time. I just find with my skin at the moment that that's my best way to do it. And also saves on like using a million brushes and everything. I've got a little split vein right on my chin, so I always have to do a little bit of a cover there. Right, blush is a Colorstar one, and I think the shade is something like amber. But what I like the most about this blush is that brush there. It's like quite wide, and you just sort of push it upwards, and it goes on really easily in a really nice shape. Just grabbing a little bit of shimmer eyeshadow there to do a bit of highlighting. Not lots. No one needs lots of highlighting, do they? Just on my cheekbone and a little bit on the end of my nose. Now some lippy. And this is another good one. It's a really good all-rounder, this one. And it's from, let me see, I think it's Clinique one. And the shade is Bamboo Pink. And I fully recommend it. It's a really nice neutral one, dead easy to wear, goes with most things. I'm using a brown pencil, eyeliner actually, just to go over the top of that. And because it's like sticky lipstick, it's going on nice and easy, just to give a bit of definition to my lips. Tiddling about with my hair like everybody does, putting some earrings on. They say, be free. Fly and be free. And then I think that's us all done. Yeah. So nice and easy makeup here, and as you can see on the stills, those little baby wings, just nice and easy way of making your makeup look just that little bit more crisp and cute. All done. Thanks for watching, puddings, and have a smashing day. See you next time. Bye.